Hey, how's it going? It's Gray from Makazashi's Tea House over in Japan. Are you good? Are you Genki? That's the question on everybody's lips. Well, it's on mine anyway. I have a review, a little bit late, but I wanted to review the latest issue of the Scorched, or as it's called now, Scorched. Not Scorched Earth, but it might be. Scorched issue 18, which came out last Wednesday, May 31st. It's still priced $2.99. This is Image Comics, of course, putting it out. It's written by Sean Lewis. It's got art by Stefan Segovia. And I've got to say, I've always liked the art in this title. And I'm glad to be back reading this. Now, this was recommended by one of my YouTube buddies, or somebody who always comments on my reviews, especially my Spawn stuff, MG. So, mate, thanks for the recommend. It was definitely worth going back to the series and picking this up. This is it's a really good issue for someone who's just starting out with the series, or maybe you've been away for a bit like me, because it starts off with a recap, you know, what's been going on over the last few 5 or 10 issues or so. So yeah, and it's setting things up for a kind of new, big, end of the world kind of story arc, which is intriguing, definitely intriguing, and it's piqued my interest again. It's got me in, and as I was saying earlier, the art by Segovia, great. Really needs to be seen to enjoy it, and he's very good at doing double page spreads. Really good layouts, nice angles. The colours are great in here as well. Yeah, I'm enjoying it. Good to be back. We see some great characters in here, as you can tell by the cover. We've got Jessica, Priest, who's She-Spawn. She's in this. Redeemer, the kind of flying or winged Hellspawn, is in here. We don't see Gunslinger. He's not in this one, but we also do see Medieval Spawn is back in here. And yes, I don't want to spoil any more, because there are a couple of characters, for me it's the first time to see them, but they look pretty cool as well, and I want to know more about them, and I want to know more about this story. So yeah, it's a fun issue, it's a fun story. It doesn't take itself too seriously, and I like the sort of bigger implications for what's to come. So looking forward to seeing how it develops. Okay, let me give you a story summary, so please keep watching. Here we go. We get a very useful recap at the beginning of this issue. We're told that Earth has been marked by the Planet Eaters. I don't like the sound of their name, do you? And the four horsemen they're using in this series, they've brought a sickness to the world. And She-Spawn, here she is, Jessica Priest, looking awesome. She-Spawn, and she's fighting a virus that was buried under the frozen permafrost. Now it's taken on a hostile form. Guess what, guys and girls? It's a virus with no cure, killing absolutely thousands of people. Then we get this great double page spread here. It's seeking out the heroes of the Scorched, especially She-Spawn. It wants the Hellspawn powers. Then we're told it needs to eat her being. It wants to drain the body's energy, claim it for its own. Now we've got characters here which I'm trying to remember the names of. There's Mandarin Spawn with a double blade there. We've got, is it Margaret Love? Looking pretty sexy as well, with the nice little pink or red shades on, blonde hair. She's saying, look at it, latch onto her, it needs her lifeblood. Then we see half an arm thrown, and it hits Mandarin Spawn on his helmet. A guttural sound from behind interrupts them. Now this character is new to me because I've not been keeping up with the book, but this is Monolith. We're told it's a creature from the future, a beast that some have called the Herald of Doom. Monolith comes charging in, and behind it is Redeemer and Medieval Spawn. Monolith targets the leader of this supposed four horsemen, Necro. Redeemer targets Margaret Love, and we're told that, hey, she didn't stand a chance, as we see her being blasted, flying through the air in the background. Medieval Spawn, he faces the Mandarin, both masters of blades. He's about to give the death blow, but the virus, somehow it grabs Medieval as well. Monolith is saying that we don't have time for this, it's the Planet Eaters we need to focus on, because they are the true enemy, they're the true threat. We also learn here that Monolith has experienced these Planet Eaters firsthand. What he does next is he throws one of the virus beasts, one of these crazy creatures, he throws it onto Love, Margaret Love, hoping that it will attach. And it does. We've got Redeemer asking, demanding to Margaret, how do we stop this? Tell me, or you'll die with us. She replies that she's no idea. The beast controls it. And then we see in her eyes she's been marked by the mark of the beast. A very familiar looking sign there. I am the sacrifice, says Margaret. My death and the death of others will allow our true masters to create something better. Necro is furious. He's asking, what did you do to her? But it's not them, it's the virus taking hold. Then we see this mark of the beast, or this mark of the monsters, the demons. It appears somehow. It's a symbol so ancient nobody remembers what its origin is. But we're told here that it seems to be part of the DNA of every world. The four horsemen have unleashed it onto our world now. They've unleashed it and they've allowed the planet eaters to see, find Earth, and realise how vulnerable it is, making Earth the perfect target. Mandarin Spawn saying here that he thought it was only meant for humans, this virus, but it's not. It's attacking the spawn, the hell spawn as well. Monolith is asking Necro, who told you to set this free? Who said, who told him to set free the virus? And then we hear something stirring in the smoke and the fire. Behind them, we see this huge thing here, something colossal. Is this Urizen? Then again, another great double-page spread by Stephen Segovia. Look at the art here. Just lap it up. Take it in. It's so good. The detail is fantastic. I thought he died, says Medieval Spawn, I think. Sometimes it gets hard to tell who's who. This is Urizen, the Dark God. And we have Monolith here saying he's seeking a truce. Monolith and Urizen know each other. They've experienced each other before. They know that something even worse is coming. Urizen says yes to the truce, but Necro won't believe it. No, not after all we've done. He gets blasted down quickly. Monolith tells us that we need an alliance, both of us. And then we're told that Urizen and him, they've met before. They know what they're fighting against. Nothing else matters. We have to stop them. Then they all return to continue the battle against this virus. Take the infected from each side. Monolith opens a huge hole in the ground and tells them to bury the people who've been infected, which includes She-Spawn and Margaret Love. Are you insane? Says Necro. They're not dead. Yes, but they are infected. They will be soon, says Monolith. And we see She-Spawn, Jessica Priest, Margaret Love thrown into the pit. They're going to be buried in the ice. What's going to happen next? Okay, can you guess? I'm going to end the story summary here, but there's still quite a few pages to go. And there's quite a little bit of a twist as well, a surprising ending too. So yeah, I'll leave that for you to find out. So that was it for the review. What do you think? Are you glad to see Scorched, or are you glad to see me reviewing Scorched again? Please let me know in the comments. So we have a variant cover here by an artist called Paul Renaud. Yeah, great pose there. Look at that. And in the background, is it some kind of dragon, wyvern? And we get a preview for next issue, which will be 19. The Scorched, or Scorched as it's called now, 19, out in June to out later this month. Yes, again, this is a nice different style, limited colour palette, looking pretty good. So, that's it for my review. Please let me know what you thought in the comments. I'd love to hear from you. Is anybody out there still buying Scorched? That's what I want to know. Okay, this is Gray from Wakazashi's Tea House. Hoping to see you in a future video. Saying, for now, matane.